Hello, welcome back to our course and to our lecture. In this lecture I will show you a tool of BeFunky that will help you create different types of images for different purposes. For example, you can create images for event covers, you can create also business cards, you can create images for your social media accounts, you can create practically email headers and so on. You can create various types of images with different shapes, forms, and you can use different templates that BeFunky offers to you to create amazing images that are already proven to have a very good impact because of the templates. So when you are already in the photo editor or in the collage section, you just go on the small icon with BeFunky, you press on it, you select the designer mode, and this is it. We are already in the designer mode. Okay, here in the left part you have the menu and you have the templates first, then you have the project manager, the image manager, the background, design elements, and text. For example, we can start with the templates. If you go to the templates, another window with the menu will open for you. It's like a drop down menu, but it's sideways, and you have, for example, event graphics. You can create invitations, you can create menus. If you have a restaurant or something like that, you can create thank you cards. Then you have the small businesses where you find business cards, letterhead, and other type of images, blogger resources, okay, infographics. For example, you can create stunning infographics. Obviously, if you didn't know already, infographics have a huge impact for your audience. A lot of successful bloggers and a lot of companies are using infographics to send a powerful message, a strong statistics in their marketplace. And obviously infographics are very oftenly shared with other people and have a tendency to go viral. So it can be a good idea, but that it depends on your business to use infographics. Why? Because you can generate virality. Obviously, it would be an even better idea for you to create an infographic that wasn't already made in your marketplace, okay, or a statistic for a certain part of your marketplace that wasn't already researched or has or doesn't have already an infographic similar with yours. So it would be a very good idea to come with something new, and your chances to get that thing viral, that infographic viral, and get massive exposure for your business, even by using social media, it's absolutely huge. It can have a great impact overall into your business. So I strongly recommend you use infographic and also share them on social media, because they can have a great impact. And then we have the special social media images inside the designer mode here on BeFunky. Okay, we have the social media headers for Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Etsy, and YouTube, and the social media graphics also for Facebook, Twitter, Google+, or Pinterest. Also, we have different blank templates for event graphics, social media, and blog resources. For example, if we go to the social media headers and we select the Facebook section, we can select like a very nice cover photo. For example, maybe if you have like a pastry shop or something like that, you can choose this one, this cover photo, which is with macaroons, okay, but this is just an example. You can select this template and after that you can edit it, of course. Okay, we have here on practically an overall we have an integrated image. Okay, this is an already created image, but you can select every single part of this image. For example, here we have like a graphic. You can edit this graphic, okay, you can rotate it, you can make it smaller. Here we have text, okay, you can choose to edit this text. We also have smaller images here. And now, for example, we can add different stuff to this template. We can go to the project manager, okay, or to the image manager. Let's see the design elements. We go to the design elements, and here we can choose different things, okay, and different elements that we can integrate in our images. For example, we can choose different types of lines, okay, we can select something like this. Okay, we can for example go and select a ribbon, maybe if we are the ribbon type, okay, or if it suits to our business. We can select different types of shapes, exactly like we see here, okay. And we have even badges. Badges are very good for ads. For example, if you create a Facebook ad, maybe you want to promote a special offer with a discount, you can write that discount inside of a badge, maybe a red badge, to get your viewers attention, okay, or something like that. That's an example. We have frames, okay. We can create, I don't know, we have elements for infographics, for weddings, okay. We have a ton of different elements for social media, for example, okay. Also we have illustrations of various kinds that we can use. So you have a lot of cool elements that you can integrate. And the last part is to add different types of texts to your cover photo, like this one. Then you can edit it, okay. You can add different effects like font size, okay, font family, spacing, alignment, overlay, opacity, and other very cool effects and features that you have. So overall, it's a very simple to use and very efficient tool, because you already have these templates that you can work on and create your very own professional cover photo images, for example. So that, with that being said, the design section of BeFunky, it's also like the previous two other options, the collage maker and the photo editor. It's a very powerful tool that you can use to create stunning images for your social media accounts, and I hope it will be very helpful for you in the future and for your business. Now, thank you guys again for your attention. I won't underline it again. You know already that you are awesome. Thank you for your attention. I send you my best wishes, and I will see you guys in our next lecture. Bye bye for now. Sorin here. Hello guys, Sorin here. Welcome back to our next lecture. In this lecture, I wanted to share with you guys a tool that I've been using to create a lot of cool images and graphics, and not just for my ads, but for my emails and much more. It's called Canva.com. It's a platform. It's a cloud-based software. More than that, so it's a place where you can design your own images, your own graphics. They have a lot of cool templates that you can use, and it's actually very easy to use. It has a very good interface. It's user friendly. You can access it from wherever you want, and from where you have an internet connection, okay, because you have like an account, okay, which is cloud-based, and everything is saved for you there. So this is my dashboard. Exactly as you can see here, you can create an account very easy, because you can connect with your Facebook account, for example, and after you create an account, you have a dashboard just like the one you see on my screen right now. This is my dashboard, and you can start creating your first design, okay. You have a create a design here option. As you can see before this below this header, okay, with the create a design options, there are all my graphics that I have created till now, okay, a lot of them, as you can see. Different types, some for Facebook ads, other for banner ads, other for email, other as email marketing headers, okay, as email headers. So you have a lot of options. So everything will be saved for you exactly as you can see here. You can then enter, you can copy and re-edit, for example, that image. You can edit directly that image, you can delete it, you can do whatever you want, okay. You also have some informations here, okay. You can share designs with other people that have Canva accounts. You can learn to design, okay. You can get design inspiration. So you have a lot of options. Now let's get back to the app itself. You have the create a design option. Maybe, for example, you want to do a Facebook cover, a Facebook post, an Instagram post, whatever you want, presentation. You have different options. If you want to use this platform to create an ad, it's actually very simple. A Facebook ad, you just go to the more button, you just press the button, and all the options will appear for you, okay. And as you can see here, you have social media posts, documents, blogging, and ebooks, okay. You can create an ebook cover, for example, if you want to. Marketing materials like flyers, posters, okay, menus, business cards, and so on. Social media and email headers. Maybe you want for an event to create a a header or something like that, YouTube channel art. So you have different options. Every single options or any option that you will select, you will see you have different types of templates that you can after that edit, okay, after you enter and select that template. For example, we will go to ads, okay. We have Facebook ads, wide skyscraper, medium rectangle, leaderboard, large rectangle. If we click on the Facebook ad, you will see that the app will load you the template, okay. And this is practically the editor in Canva. And now in the left part of the screen, in the layout section, this is the first thing that will appear for you. You can select a template that you want to use for your ad, okay. You will see that you will have like a small icon here which states free. That means that you can use for free this template. Other type of templates, for example, you have to pay for them, and you have to click on them to see exactly how much you have to pay for them. So you can select your free ones. For example, we can select the wine list. I just want to show you guys an example, and you can now edit the template if you want to. For example, you can edit the text. You can select what type of font you want, okay, what size to be, what color. You also have other options like uppercase, how to align your text, okay, if it should have a certain transparency. Then you have the other text, which you can edit this one too. And then you can edit the background if you want. You can add filters to your background. For example, we can add like a retro filter, okay, this is how it will look like. You have advanced options, okay, for different indicators that you can set them at different values, okay. For example, vignette, okay, the blurry, okay, blurred one to create a more blurred image. And you have different types of options, okay. If you will go, you can flip it, you can crop the image, you can even change the image with the color if you want to, okay. So you have that option too. So you have a lot of options that you can use to create a beautiful background. Also, you can go to the background option and select a different type of background if you want to, okay. You will see here that you have different types of backgrounds. Also, a lot of them are free, like patterns, okay, but you also have paid backgrounds. And most of the time, any element that you will select, it's somewhere around $1, okay. Besides the free stuff, okay, the free graphics. So most of the elements that you will select will be somewhere at $1. The rest of them probably will be for free. Then you can upload your own stuff. For example, as you can see here, I have a lot of things that I've uploaded myself. They will all appear to you in time. They will be saved here, okay, like in a media library. And you can select them and insert them again. For example, if I will click on this icon, this one I found with Icon Finder, okay, and you can make it to be like okay, the background if you want to. But you also have, if you think that you did something wrong and you want to go back, you have the undo option, okay. So it's actually very, very useful and has all the options that that maybe standalone software editor software would have. So it's actually very, very complex. Then you can go to the search function, for example, and here you have different graphic elements that you can use, okay, to create your images. For example, you have frames. Maybe you want to use frames. We have talked that headshots, for example, that images in Facebook that use headshots are very, very popular and convert very, very well. And for example, you can select a frame here like this one, okay, and you can upload an image in it with somebody, for example, okay. So you have the frame here, okay. You have the headshot, okay, in the frame. So you have different options. Then if you go, okay, let's exit the frame section. If you go to grids, okay, a grid, it's like a collage of photos, okay. You can add photos from different you can add different photos in the same image, okay. Maybe you want to do a grid, a collage, so you have here different templates that you can use. Then if you go to, for example, now they had something special for the Halloween, okay, with graphics for the Halloween. Then you have different illustrations that you can use, okay, different icons, or not just icons, vectors that you can use, okay. So all the time they upload, they update this stuff and they add more stuff that you can use for your images. For example, you can add this globe. Okay, it's very nice. Maybe you want to do something like you have like a travel agency and you want to to use this in an image for, I don't know, an offer or something like that. So you have different types. You can even search here. Okay, you have different cool graphics that you can use for your images. So Canva, it's absolutely stunning in my opinion. Now let's see other options too. You have different shapes, for example, okay, that you can insert. As you can see here, you have lines, okay, different types of lines, okay, dotted, I don't know, dotted, okay, like a graphic, lines, okay, arrows and stuff like that. You have a lot of options. Then you have icons, because we have talked about icons too, that you can insert. Okay, icons are very used in ads and in images, and they convert very well, so I recommend them to you. Okay, and then you have photos too. You have free photos that you can use. You can select paid photos. Okay, you also have charts, for example, different types of charts that you can use. Maybe you want to do a presentation or something like that, or maybe you want to point out something. You just change its name if you want to. Okay, and after that you just press the button download to download the image to your computer, or you can share the image if you want directly to your Facebook. So you can do that too if you want to. So Canva, it's absolutely stunning, guys. I highly recommend it to you. As you have seen, it's very user friendly. It's easy to access. Okay, you can have access to it anywhere, and it absolutely blows your mind with what type of images you can create. I mean, your images will be like made by a professional graphician or something like that. Okay, so you can do stunning ads with Canva. I highly recommend it to you. With that being said, I thank you for your attention, and I will see you guys in the next lecture. Bye bye for now. Sorin here. Hello guys, Sorin Constantin here. Welcome to our next lecture from the course on Facebook marketing. I'm very excited to be here with you because I want to show you in this lecture an app that I absolutely love. It will be very useful in creating your images for social media posts, Twitter posts, Instagram, whatever type of social media channel you use. But I will show you some examples on Facebook ads because this is what we are mainly talking about in this course. And you will see that you already have some presets that you can use, and that will make your work much easier in creating a perfect ad that you can use and that can be relevant for your niche, and that can get you conversion and very good click-through rates, and obviously very cheap ads. So the app is called Snapyo, exactly as you see here in my browser bar. Okay, I will also maybe add you a text at the end of this lecture with the name of the app. Okay, and it's practically a cloud-based app where you can you create an account for free. Okay, you can use it from any type of browser or from anywhere you are and you have internet on a computer, on a laptop, wherever you want. And also the nice thing is that all the ads that you create, all the images, the graphics that you create will be saved in this cloud-based app, and you will have access at them at any time to edit them, download them, or do whatever you want with them. So as you can see here, I'm actually logged in my account, so you can create different type of graphics with this app. Okay, as you can see here, this is my dashboard. Here I have my graphics. If I will enter my graphics, it will show the designs that I have already created. For example, I have this one here. Okay, this is an example. It's an older one. And if I will go to the create graphics section, I will have more types of posts, ads, images, designs from which I can select. Okay, standard dimensions that the biggest social media platforms are using. For example, I have social media posts. Okay, if I want to create an image that I will use for a post on my social media channels, I will select from here and create a post. As you can see, I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. This is absolutely awesome. Then I have the ad section for Facebook ad, normal Facebook ad carousel, because you know that you have the images that are coming one after the other in the carousel. Then you have the Twitter, okay, and then you have some standard type of banners, okay, like leaderboard, skyscraper. Also you have for blog, okay, blog featured image, blog normal image, headers for your emails, Twitter or Facebook cover photo. Okay, I will show you now some examples with the Facebook ad, because that is the most important for you, okay, and that is the one that you will probably use this app the most for. So if I will click on the Facebook ad button, okay, I have some options here, and in my opinion you should use these options because they are preset images that are proven to convert. Okay, they have created them specially to be proven to convert, and you can edit them. Obviously you have the option to create your own from scratch, but it will be harder because you have to insert everything. But here you have the option to select a template, okay, that has been already proven to work, and you have a lot of templates here. And also very important, be careful, you know that Facebook has the 20% text rule. Okay, you cannot add more than 20% text in an image of an ad, because otherwise it won't be approved by Facebook. Okay, and these ads are all already created in such a way, okay, in such a manner that they respect this rule of 20% text. So you just have to replace the text with your own, and you're ready to go. Okay, maybe you want to add some more icons, I don't know, graphics to the image, but you're ready to go with the text. And as you can see, you have a lot of templates here. Okay, for example, launch your career, I like this one very much. Okay, the guide to copywriting, boost productivity today, grow your traffic fast, summer deals. Okay, there are more than I've seen the last time I've entered on the app. Okay, for webinars, okay, free webinar today, free PDFs, okay, reports, how to sell online. Okay, so you have different types of images, okay, of templates that you can use. For example, let's select this one, okay, Zero to Hero. So you have an example exactly how you can use the app itself. Okay, we are just waiting a couple of minutes for it, a couple of seconds for it to load. It has been loaded already. Okay, so for example, this one could be for accounting services. Okay, an ad, maybe if you have an accounting firm, this can be an ad for accounting services. Okay, the nice part is that you can edit everything from this ad. For example, you can edit here the text. Okay, you can select your fonts, your dimensions for your fonts, but the dimensions I recommend you to leave them as they are. Okay, the alignment, the text opacity, okay, you can make it to be more transparent if you want to. You can move it as an object backward, okay, or forward on the canvas. Okay, you can select the color. You have a lot of options. You can add effects to your okay, to your background, to your ads, to everything you want. For example, you have a color overlay on this background, you can select the effects. Okay, you can make it more blurry, for example, and so on. You have different types of effects. Okay, coming on to the editing part. Okay, coming again to the editing part. For example, you have this icon, you can select its opacity. Okay, text again, you can practically edit everything you see here. Now if you want to add more things, okay, to this image, for example, a different background, you want to select a different background, if you go to the background section, you will see you also have some templates here. Okay, you have some templates, or if you do not find what you want, you can upload your own stuff. Okay, my media, you just go to my media, you upload an image, and that's it. It's simple as that. Okay, for example, I can select this one here, and you will see it will load in the background. As you can see, it's in the background. Okay, I can select the coffee one. So you have different options. It's a very cool. You also a very cool app. You also have patterns from which you can select. Okay, as you can see here, different types of patterns that you can use for your images. My recommendation, for example, this ad has blue in it. I wouldn't put blue in it, but you have the other elements that will get your viewers attention, but I wouldn't use blue because it's Facebook color and people can think that that maybe it's an app from Facebook or something like that, and your ad won't be so attractive anymore. Okay, so you have all of this. You have standard color. You can select just a standard color for your background. So you have a lot of things that you can use. Then you have graphics. Okay, you can insert graphics, different type of icons in your image, which can be very useful. Illustrated type of images have been proven to convert very well. Okay, so for example, you have here this small computer. You can select something else. Okay, for example, we can delete this image. Just press the delete button, and we can add something like, okay, 26. This can be a declaration day. Okay, when people have to go to the financial administration, okay, and give their income declarations or something, it can be representative. Okay, it was like a joke, this. So but it's an example. Okay, you can use everything that you want here to create your ad more relevant, okay, for your niche. So use this because these icons can be very useful for you. Okay, it can make your ad much more relevant for your niche. Okay, so you have different types of icons here. You can combine them, use them in different styles. Okay, so this is a very nice feature that the app has and that you can use in your advantage. As you can see, there is a large number of icons that you can use. Okay, you can also upload your own. I will show you on website where you can find icons that you can use for your images. Now you also have shapes. Maybe you want to insert certain shapes like rectangles, okay, triangles, stars, and other things like that, lines of all sorts. So you can add also shape. So as you can see, after that you just save. You press the save button, you save your image. You can share it already. You can connect your Facebook account to Snapio, okay, and you can share already your image if you want to, and then you have the download option. After you save it, it will be saved in your graphics section right here in my graphics. Okay, so nothing will get lost. If you want to reuse it or modify it in the future, you will be able to do that. Now, I hope this was very useful for you guys. This is an app that I highly recommend to you. As you have seen, it's very easy to use. Now, a very good website and platform where you can also find icons that you can use and graphics that you can use in your ad images. It's iconfinder.com. okay, iconfinder.com. You can see here the address of the website in my browser, okay, search bar, in my browser bar here. And for example, here on Icon Finder, you can search for icons, and you can practically you will see that you can select filters. Okay, you can apply filters because this is a platform where you will find free graphics and also paid graphics. And for example, I will search for computer. I just want you guys to see an example. Okay, and I have, for example, most of them are $1. Okay, but I can select here in the filter menu in the left side. You have a price range. Okay, you have different types of filters, and if I select free, then it will give me all the options I have for what I have been looking. Okay, what I have been searching for computer. I have all the options that are free and that I can use. And you just click on the images, you download them, okay, and then you can upload them in your Snapio account, okay, and use them there, okay, in your ads there. So this is a very good place where you can find a lot of cool icons that you can use in your images. Okay, you can select here, for example, vector. Maybe you want just vector icons or something like that. Icon size, maybe you want bigger icons. Okay, so you can find different types of icons. You just have to select your filters, set your price range for free, or maybe if you want to buy them on premium, and download them and upload them in your account in Snapio, and then use them in your images. Guys, this was all for this lecture. I hope these two platforms will be very useful for you. I highly recommend you Snapio because, as you have seen, you already have some pre-made templates that were proven to convert. Okay, they were proven to get your viewers' attention. And also you have here Icon Finder, where you can find great graphics and icons that you can use in your images. With that being said, these are two very strong tools that you can use to create amazing images for your Facebook ads. I hope they will help you as much as they help me. That was all for this lecture. I will see you guys in the next lecture. I thank you for your attention, and bye bye for now. Sorin here. Hello guys, Sorin Constantin here. Welcome to our next lecture, to our next tool for social media images creation. And this tool, it's actually exactly like the last two ones that you have seen. It's a tool that you can use mostly for your own images, for your own photos, to enhance them, to make them better, to resize them to a certain size that will fit your social media accounts. This one, it's actually a more complex tool than you have seen before, because it also has some templates, some very nice effects. It has more features than the one that you have seen. Also, you don't need to create any account whatsoever. You can access it whenever you want, from wherever you want. You just need your laptop, a PC, and internet connection. Okay, and you're ready to go. You're ready to create your images. And actually, this tool has three options. It's called, the website, it's called befunky.com, as you can see here in my web browser. Okay, so the tool actually, it's called befunky, and you have three options that you can choose from to work with befunky. You have the photo editor, you have the collage maker, and you have the designer. And I will show you step by step exactly what you can do with each of them. We will go first, we will enter the photo editor, and you will see exactly how you can use it. Then we will have a look at the collage maker, and after that, finally, we will take a look at the designer option too. So let's dive in the information and let's go to the photo editor. You just click on the button. You will wait for the app to load. And now you have more options to upload a photo from your computer, okay, or to test and use one of their photos right here. And for the sake of this example, I will use one of their photos. For example, I will use this lady in the middle because it's a more suited photo for a profile photo. For example, if you want to use it for your LinkedIn profile or for your Facebook profile. I'm not saying that you should use this lady's photo, but I'm saying that this is how a photo should look like, okay, for your profile or for your LinkedIn. For example, it's called Facebook, okay. It's called Facebook because people need to see your face, and this is a typical very good profile photo for Facebook as an example, because this lady is looking right at the camera, she's smiling, and we can see very, very well her face. So let's take this one as an example. You just choose the photo, and you will see that this tool has a lot of options that you can use, you can play with. For example, if we go to the layer manager, you can add more layers to a photo, exactly like in a professional editor that you install on your computer. For example, like Adobe Photoshop or something like that. You can add more layers to an image. And this is the place where you can add layers, okay. You can take a layer forward, you can take a layer backwards, and so on. For example, if I press the button add a layer, I cannot add another image on top of this one, okay. So I can have this image right here, and for example, we can actually choose a color overlay if we want to for the image. It has a certain opacity, and also we can select the opacity of this image, okay, of this new layer that we have created, so we can see through it. So it has transparency, so we can see through it the image behind. For example, we can set its opacity from here, and as you can see, when you set the opacity higher, okay, for example at 100%, you see only that image in that spot where it is. If you set the opacity lower, it will have transparency. This is very cool if you want to do different effects, okay. Now let's have a look at other options that that befunky.com has. For example, in the edit section, you have the crop, okay. You can practically crop your image. You can select for portrait, okay, for landscape. You can select a certain aspect ratio from the one that they have, for example the golden ratio, okay. You can lock the aspect ratio, so when you resize it, your width and your height will be the same as for the original photo. Okay, and this one, it's an option that you can use. Okay, the crop image option. Okay, another option that you can use is the resize image here. Okay, also you can lock the aspect ratio, and then you can rotate if you want to. You can cut out background. You can select a background, for example a paint. Okay, then you can select the exposure. For example, you can tweak the brightness of the photo, as you can see right now. Okay, you can make it look darker, you can make it look brighter. Okay, you can then play with the contrast. For example, you can have a more, for myself, in my personal opinion, photos that have a higher contrast look more vivid. They have more vivid colors and they inspire you more. Okay, but that's my personal opinion. You can play with that, see exactly how it works, but for a profile picture I would recommend that your profile photo has a very good contrast. Okay, you can make different highlights. Okay, play with the highlights, with the shadows. Okay, you can fill in with light. So you have a lot of options that you can use. As you can see, this small app, this VismeApp, it's actually full of cool features that you can use. Okay, I will go out of exposure. Now you have the beautify section. Okay, this will play with your skin. For example, with the skin of the person, it will identify the skin and will play with that area of the photo that you have. Okay, this is an option. Maybe some of you guys have seen it. There are certain smartphones, for example, like the ones from Huawei, okay, or most of the time smartphones that have Android on them, they have this option for their performant cameras. Okay, it's a beautify, that's how it's called. Okay, then we have the color. For example, you can choose the color, okay, in the photo, the saturation, the temperature. You can play with all of this stuff to enhance your image. After that, we have the sharpen. Okay, the sharpen effect to create a more crisp and clear image, as you can see here. Okay, you have more detail. Okay, the detail, it's much better seen when you use the sharpen effect. And also you have the vignette effect, which creates a more studio effect, if you want to say so, for a photo. Okay, it has like a more professional touch, and it depends how you use it, but it can be very, very helpful, and it can give a very professional look to a photo, for example. Now let's have a look into the blur and smooth area. You have also the smoothing effect, and this is how the smoothing effect looks like. Okay, it makes your photo like it has like a tint of a blurry shade, but it's not actually a blurry. Okay, you also have the blur effect, where it makes everything more unclear. Then we have the funky focus, which obviously, in my opinion, also creates a very professional effect. If I were to choose something from these effects to add to my profile photo, especially if I don't have a white background in my back, I would choose a blur, a funky focus blur effect. You understand? It has a much more professional look, and you can select the area. Okay, for example here, that's how it should look like. Okay, we have like a more professional touch. Okay, when you have everything, when you have the subject, okay, very focused, and the background, it's more detached and blurry. Okay, your attention as a viewer will go directly to the focus, where the focus is. So this will drive people's attention to you, okay, and not to the background. When you are using a white screen background, it's no problem, because you are the only thing that they will see. But when you are in a different context, a blurred background, a detached background, will help you get the attention of your viewers. So this is a very interesting effect. Okay, you also have the soften effect, the blurred edges, and you have different other effects, but I will let you play with each and any of these effects and see exactly how they work. Okay, I won't go into any more details. Now we have the touch up. Okay, for the touch up, for example, if you have, that's why I've chosen this photo, because you can use, for example, different effects that you can apply to your skin. For example, the wrinkles, Okay, it will eliminate wrinkles from a photo if it detects them. Then we have the blemish, okay, which adds different types of effects. We have the bronzer. This one, it's absolutely awesome. Okay, this is how it will look like. Okay, you just add the bronzer. I don't know if you guys can see in the example, but you can add the bronzer, okay, on a certain surface. And for example, you can play with the strength. And if you have a look here, okay, in this area, it looks like this person eats tanned. Okay, it was at a tanner shop or something like that. Okay, you can adjust the brush size, the brush hardness. Okay, you have different types of colors for the bronzer. So this is a very cool effect also. As you can see, you can do a lot of things with the effects that that BeFunky has. You also have the flash spot. Okay. We also have the clone, mascara, eye color. So most of this this photo here in the touch-up section are for profile photos dedicated. Okay, why? Because it will enhance your profile photo, okay, your portrait photo, let's say. So okay, you can add different effects to your photo to look much better in your photos. Okay, I know everybody for sure will use this one to create awesome profile photos because it can actually work very well. Let's see what other effects we have. We have different types of effects here. Okay, we have the featured effect, for example. We can use something like this. Okay, we can use something like this, thin types. Okay, we have chromatic effects, when we can use different types of effects, as you can see here in the preview section. Okay, you can see exactly what you get from your image if you apply any of the effect here. We have black and white effects. Okay, different types of black and whites and variations. The grunge effect, Holga art, for example. Okay, this one is very interesting. So we have different things that you can use with BeFunky. Then we have the artsy effects. Okay, we have frames that you can add. For example, you can add a frame like this. Okay, this can be something very cool if you want to add to your photo, and this can be more helpful. I will let you guys play with this, but I just wanted to show you an example. Then you have different graphics that you can add. For example, let's have a look here. You can add something like this to your photo. Okay, you can resize it. Okay, put it somewhere like here. Okay, you can add different types of graphics that you have here. As you can see, you have different types of graphics that you can add. You can select from a very big collection of graphics. Okay, you can add your own graphics, icons. I will show you further in this course how to find very good icons and graphics that you can use for your photos. Then you have different types of overlays that you can use, for example the holidays. Okay, overlays. Then you can add different types of text. For example, my favorite one is this one, lucky. Okay, you also get these messages. These are very cool tips that you can use for your images. Okay, from BeFunky. Okay, got it. For example, you can add this text, which actually is very cool. Just double click on it to edit it. Okay, so this is a very cool function. You can add different types of text to your images. And then you have different textures. Light trails is my favorite one, and let us have a look at it. For example, you can add something like this to your photo, as you can see here in this part. So you can add very cool stuff with BeFunky to your photos. Okay, so that was all, guys. I wanted to show you a little bit how this works exactly. Okay, how BeFunky works. It's actually a very good software that you can use. Okay, as you can see, it has a ton of features. I don't think that if you stay a week on this app, you won't have the time to actually test everything that you can test and work on all the features. And the best part is that you have this free version that works very well. Okay, you can absolutely use most of their features. Also, you have another another pro version where you have some more effects that you can use, but that it's up to you if you want to use it or not. I think that the free section offers you the best that it can. In the next lecture, we will focus on the collage maker. I will show you exactly how to use that too, because it's actually very simple. It's much more simpler than the photo editor that you have seen. And after that, we'll take a look into the designer section of BeFunky. Thank you guys for your attention. You know already you are awesome. I wish you all the best, and I will see you in our next lecture. Sorin here. Bye bye. Hello guys, first of all, thank you very much for watching this video. In this short series, we will talk about how to use a free online app that I've recently found and tested out, which is absolutely great for creating designs in a very professional manner, designs that you can use for your marketing activity, for your business, or even for personal purposes, okay? Now the app is called gravit.io, so you will find it at this web address that you can see right now on my screen in my browser address. So this is the address where you have to go, gravit.io, okay? So basically this is an app. It's not a very popular app. It has a paid version and a free version. Basically, they also have included a marketplace in this app that they have created. So you can sell your designs after you create it here, or you can use it for your own purposes. Whatever you want to do with them, it works just fine for me or for the app itself, okay? But basically I've tested it out for creating some of my marketing materials, some of my marketing graphics, and basically I've discovered that the app has a very complex editor behind. You can do some pretty crazy things with it. I mean, it's very complex, like a lot over other platforms out there which are also cloud-based and for free for creating designs. Basically it has some features that only Photoshop probably has, with creating vectors and other things like that. I won't go into a lot of designing details, okay, like how to, I don't know, how to create a vector or how to use different complex tools, because the whole idea is for you to have access to an app which is absolutely very easy to use, so you can create your designs very fast for your marketing activity, because probably that is what you are interested in, okay? So first things first, what I want you to do is go to the web address that you see there in my browser, gravit.io, create an account for free. After you will create your account and log in, this is what you will see on the first page, what you are seeing right now on my screen. So basically this is your dashboard. As you can see, you have a menu here in the upper part of your screen, and then you also have a left side menu here where you can see other things like basically, I didn't tell you this, but you can work with the team on the designs that you create. As you can see, you have an option here, shared with me. If you are working with a team, it's like a Google Drive for designs, okay? You just access the share with me function, okay, or folder, and right there in that folder you will find the designs that are shared with you, okay? Then you have another folder, my designs, which you can also see here, okay? Then you can see in recent, if you have any recent designs that you made public, so designs that you made public, on the market, or in trash, okay, designs that you have let's say deleted because you didn't like or something like that. Now let me go back to the my designs option here. I will click on it. So what you want to do right now, obviously the first thing is to create a new design. So you will have this option here. We click on this option, create design. So I will click on it. Now we will wait for the editor to load. What you can see faded in the background is the actual editor, and the first thing is to select an option of design that you want to create from this pop-up window that appeared in front of us on the screen right now. Basically here we have also two options. We can create a design, a blank design, so from scratch we will build it up, or we can use the templates that there are already here. For example, I will filter the templates and show the most liked ones, and bear with me for a couple of seconds, because you will wait for a couple of seconds, even up to a minute, for all the templates to load, okay? There are a lot of templates and for different categories, and it takes a while for them to load. Now, if you are not patient enough, you can just, I don't know, create a template from zero, okay, from scratch. So there's no problem in doing that. Now that our templates have been loaded, we can scroll through them and select the one that we like or that we need for our own graphic, okay? And for example, here we have a website template. Here we have a landing page. Here we have a portfolio website. So as you can see, we have pretty complex graphics and designs for some of the templates. But let me scroll down and find something which is more simple, like a Facebook post, okay? Or something like a Twitter cover or anything like that, okay? And for example, we have here a Mother's Day Facebook post, which looks pretty nice, but let's see if we can find anything else. Nature, marketing, cooking, okay, Facebook. This is like a Facebook cover. As you can see, this one the same. Facebook cover, again, a different Facebook cover. So as you can see, we have a lot of types of Facebook covers here. Okay, but I will scroll down because I want to see what other templates we have and choose one that I really like. Let me see, just a second. Okay, here is a mockup. Okay, moment, corporate, Black Friday. Okay, let me select this one here. I think it looks pretty interesting. Okay, we will use this one. So you have to press the button use and it will load your cover. Okay, so guys, this is how it looks. As you can see, this is a very interesting Facebook cover, okay, because it contains multiple elements in it, okay, and that makes it a pretty interesting Facebook cover. And as you can see, the editor looks pretty complex. Here in the left side menu, you can see all the elements that you have included in your canvas, to say so, okay. Here in the upper part, you'll see that you have a menu with file, okay, you can save basically your project, editing options, insert. From the insert section, you can insert different images into your project, okay. You can upload your own images, you can insert photos. You will see that you'll also have some stock photos given by them for free. Icons, the same thing. You will see that you'll have a set of icons for free that you can use. You can insert from market, okay, you have that market I've told you about, where you can find different elements that you can insert, or you can insert a new layer, okay, because it's an editor based on layers, okay. So you will create images that are very complex based on different layers with different elements. That's the whole idea, okay. As I specified to you earlier, it's a pretty complex editor. Now let me go back because I will show you a little bit later how to insert a new element. You have modify, okay, the modify function where you can basically select different elements, and you have some modification commands here which are pretty simple. Though the editor, it's very basic. It's like a drag and drop. As you can see, you can play with it very easily. Now let me show you. For example, we have selected an element here, okay. As you can see, we have two options here in the upper menu, forward or backward. Basically, each of the elements is a layer in this canvas, and for example, we can move this element that we have selected right now. We can move it forward to appear in front, okay, or we can move it backward. For example, we can move this one backward because this one is probably the first layer. As you can see, it's selected here. So we can move it backward, and you can see that its position has been changed, or we can move it forward again. So this is one way to do it, okay, to move layers forward or backwards. Or another way to do it is just click on it in the left side menu, okay, and reposition them. Okay, as simple as that. Let me undo this, okay. So you just have to reposition them, which is very simple, okay. That's how you reposition them. You just have to follow what I am doing right now, okay. But be very careful to follow that red line, okay, because another option that you can have is overlaying images. So basically, you put an image in an image, and you won't get the result that you want, okay, by doing that. I will just press the undo button right now. So another very cool thing that for most of the free cloud-based online graphic editors don't have, so something that the other editors don't have and this one has and works very well, it's the undo or redo functions, okay, which are pretty complex, and oftentimes they are available only for paid versions of cloud-based apps or only for softwares that you have downloaded already to your computer and installed there. Okay, so a lot of times you don't have these functions for free softwares, but for this one you have. Okay, now let me show you other options that you have here. Okay, the view section, because we haven't finished with the menu yet. Okay, so you have different options to view, okay, your editor, and the help section where you can find support, tutorials, hotkeys, documentation, and other stuff like that. Now let me show you other things. I want to insert a new media here, and for example, let's say that I want to insert a new icon to this to this template. I will just go here in the insert section. I will press the icon button, okay, and here you can see we have a lot of types of icons. Okay, if you scroll down, the list will just continue, okay, and continue. So we have a lot of options, right? And I like this one very much. Okay, for me it sends a message something like financial smart. Okay, so this is like a piggy bank, and you have like a light bulb here inserted. Okay, and let's put it here in a side because I just wanted to show you guys how you can insert a new icon. As you can see, you can work with it very easily. Okay, edit it, resize it. It's just simple drag and drop. Okay, very basic. Now let's say that I will delete this one for now. You just have to press the delete button on your keyboard and it will be deleted. Let's say that I want to change this one, okay, this element that I already have inserted here. What I can do right now, because probably I will want to change, let me see here. Okay, we can add effects to this one, which is pretty interesting, right? Let me see, I want to change it, the fill. Let me go back. I've pressed on something. Okay, so maybe I want to change something at this element here. Okay, for example, maybe I want to change its appearance, okay, to make it more faded. You will see that you will have in the element editor section here, basically here in the right side, you will have a menu where you edit your elements. So you will see that you have different sections here, okay, like the way it's positioned. Okay, as you can see, you have different position stages here. We want it in this place. Okay, we can flip it. Okay, flip it horizontally, flip it vertically. It just depends on us. Then we have the appearance options here. Okay, we can set the transparency from here. Okay, just drag and drop. We can advance. We have different, let's say, different filling options. Okay, blending, overlay, for example, soft light, normal, multiply. Let's see the multiply, which looks pretty interesting. Okay, we have different type of dashes. Okay, arrows. So we have a lot of things here. Okay, which are pretty interesting. We have a border. We can change the color of the border. As you can see, we can make it a little bit gradient. We don't want that. We want it something like this. Okay, so it gives it a nice effect. So from here you edit the border. You can basically fill it, but you don't have how to fill it because it already has an image. We can replace it, which is pretty interesting. Maybe try something related. Let's see, city. Nope. Let's leave it like it is. Okay, you can change the original size. We can crop it. We can change the colors if we have any colors. We don't. Okay, let me go back. Now, original size. Nope, we don't want the original size. Let me go back. We can change the color. Let me undo it because we didn't want the original size. Okay, scale corner, proportionality. Okay, this is another option. Basically, we can scale it from the corners. Okay, we can make it larger, smaller. Effects, we don't have any effects for now, but we can add effects if you want to. Okay, like blur, like fast blur. Can have a radius to it. Okay, we can make like an outer glow. Let's see, we can give it some shadow if you want to. Okay, you can see it's like a small shadow that appeared there. Okay, if you have a look, okay, at the shadow, the fast blur, okay, we can make it like this. So you have a lot of options when you are editing something, right? So a lot of options when you are editing an element. Now you got the idea how to edit an element. It's pretty nice. Now, as you can see here in the upper part, okay, just above the canvas, you have some other options as well. We went through the undo, redo options, the zooming in and zooming out. It's something very easy, fit all. Okay, so it will fit your whole screen. You have the select options here. Okay, and you have other options, for example, like to insert shapes. Well, let's say that we want to insert a rectangle here. Okay, we can edit it as well as other elements exactly in the same style as other elements. I will delete it for now. Okay, so we can insert different things from here, like lines, triangles, stars. Okay, we can, I don't know, just play around, okay, and edit. And as you can see, this is like an editable element, which is very simple. We can add new text if you want to, like hello. Okay, let me show you an example. As you can see, it has been created a new layer here in the left side menu. And from here for the text, we go in the right side, okay, where we edit elements, and you can see that we have the classic options for editing text. Okay, for example, like choosing the font. Let's say that I like this one. Let's change the size, make it 60. Okay, let's change the color. I think white would be a very good color here. Okay, that's nice. Fixed width, okay, we leave it like this. We can add effects like, I don't know, outer glow. Okay, so we have a pretty interesting text right now, right? Hello. Let's make it more. Okay, let's make it straight. Okay, like that. Hello. Okay, we can add effects, radius. Okay, the classic effects. Let's put it here. Okay, so this is how you add a new element. Okay, for example, text. Media, I showed you how to add an icon. You can upload your own images. Okay, so basically these are all the options that you have. You can create a group of elements that you can edit together. For example, I have selected here all the elements almost. Okay, I can group them all, and as you can see, it has created like a single element, a whole group. So everything that I do right now, for example, if I want to add an effect, I will add it to the whole group. For example, like stroke. Okay, or blur. Again, we want to add a lens blur, right? As you can see, it has been added to the whole group, right? Why? Because it treats the whole group as a single element. Okay, we have a group which has multiple layers. We have to select a single layer in order to edit it. Okay, otherwise we edit the whole group. Okay, now let me select it all and press the button split. Okay, and again we have single elements. And you have seen how forward and backward works. So basically, guys, you have seen how this app works. Okay, it's pretty interesting, pretty complex for a web-based app which is for free. And you have some pretty nice templates, but even without the templates, the fun part is, for example, if I will press here new design, bear with me for a couple of seconds. So from the blank version here, we already have all the sizes set up for most common designs that are out there for social media or marketing. For example, if I want to create a Facebook cover, I just select from here the size that it's right for me, and I can start to design it from scratch. Okay, and I have everything that I possibly need to create a stunning design here with this app. Now guys, I hope this was helpful for you, this video. I hope that you would use this app for your marketing activity, for creating very cool designs and high converting designs. And I'm looking forward to see your feedback and comments upon this app, and I really hope you enjoyed this video, this series, and that you found it helpful. Again, thank you very much for your attention, and I hope to see you in my other videos and series as well. And till next time, I wish you all the best and maximum success. Till then, I wish you again everything that it's best for you, and I say to you bye bye for now. Sorin here.